even Seok that Yahiko plays Fanny and he is totally good. He is very good with Fanny, and there is a Grok and 6 seconds remaining. And let's see, will he lock Grok or not? And yes, there is a Grok from the side of Team Crackers, a Lancelot Zigard with Brody here. Gonigon this time picked Lunax, who will work fine against those tanky heroes like Mashara picked Lapu Lapu, and also there's a BBC with Akai and Yahiko Fanny as a jungler from their side. And definitely, Fanny will try to make a semi-tank build with a 2 damage item, and the rest of the item will be tanky. So yes, the comparisons are set. So let's find out who would win the death battle. Yes, it's a death battle for Team Crackheads because it's a do or die situation. So let's see what happened in the land of Dawn. From Custard Desk, Alof is here, and alongside me, Walker Mahmood is here to burn the ground and in-game live action. I'm just directly moving on to Aluf, and Aluf will describe the whole game scenario.
Like we can see, like really the team composition of the team ping pong is quite good, Yaiko is really good on those fannies, and Yaiko was also the hyper player, from in earlier stages, like in his career he was the hyper player, but still he chose to play the marksman in this MCV. That was quite surprising. I was surprised to see Yaiko playing as marksman. Like, what the hell, Yaiko plays marksman too? I was really surprised, but still Yaiko played those good plays on, like, oh my god! Like
he almost took the blue buff, Aluf.
Yeah.
Almost took the blue buff.
Grok was really playing good, like invading in the blue. Fanny is really useless without the blue, and Grok was really doing his job, but still, Fanny took that blue, and Fanny is dangerous with that blue. Yaiko is dangerous with that blue. In gold lane, we can see the bot tank giving and babysitting the marksmen, but still in earlier stages of the game, Brody has really upper hand against the Beatrix. Like, Beatrix really dishes out damage in the later stages of the game, but still Brody deals huge damage in the earlier stages of the game. We can see Fanny like using cables giving damage, and oh my god, like really oh my god, like Gon was really low HP, but still Fanny wasn't able to take the kill. That was quite really advantageous for the team Crackers, like not giving kills to Fanny in the earlier stages of the game. Fanny really shines in the earlier stages of the game. Oh my god, damage, give me huge damage, like really, oh no. Like Fanny really overextended there. He was really trying to get the kill, but still he gets taken down. He was too greedy,
Like he was not only that, Aluf, as I saw and as I noticed, Fanny already lost his, the cut shot, the ultimate of Fanny. And that's the reason why he just failed to secure the kill. But lost control, didn't fail to secure the kill with the final slash and the second skill of Arlon. That really provides a high amount of damage, and there's a chaotic assault from Gonigon, and the burst damage is coming on from his side. And there's the first turtle appearance in the land of Dawn. There's a heavy spin, there's a phantom execution, but Yahiko didn't make any mistake to secure the turtle here. And look at the cabal spam coming from the Fanny, but Fanny is out of mana, and Mushroom this time managed to take the revenge by securing the Earl's kill, and that was a very good trade. And Thompson with a phantom execution trying to get the creep. So the trade was quite fine from the both sides. The first time, the lost control, secured the kill of Mushroom. But when he came back, he took the kill of lost control. So it was an equal trade. So the game is running on, and, Team Crackers in this game, they seem quite conscious even. They will try to figure out a way to win this game because it's a do or die. So they must have to win this game, and if they want to secure this tournament and stay in this tournament, they must have to win this game. But there is no time for discussion, and Yahiko with a kill with his Fanny, and we all know Fanny's game is early to mid. When Fanny is a little bit weak in the late game, Fanny gets a little bit weaker in the late game, but who cares? Whenever you have a tanky Fanny with a physical penetration and a blade of heptasis with a couple of, the rest of the item will be, the defense item. So Fanny can get, a lot of sustain as Lancelot. And we all know Lancelot will be played as a, not Lancelot, a damaged Lancelot. It will be played as a tanky Lancelot with couple of good tanky items like a Thunder Belt Guardian helmet combined with immortality, or even it can be a cursed helmet. So speaking of, the item slot, already Fanny with a Blade of Hypnosis, and that is what I was talking about. And in the other hand, wait a second, hold on a second. Thompson,
Oh.
will he try to play the damage Lancelot? Because I guess, if I'm not wrong, there is a cut shot, but unfortunately torn apart memory, but not enough damage to secure the kill of Fanny, and he just missed the kill. But that was a hell of a good fight. Nobody managed to secure the kill, but that was a good fight. And this time the Fanny was lucky. Yahiko was lucky enough to escape from the situation, because there was a Grok. So if he just gets stuck inside the wall, it will be a little bit disappointing for, and there's a final slash also. Lapu Lapu with a third phase of his ultimate. Brave Warrior is running on and lost control. I guess he might be in trouble, and he is. And Mushroom this time with another devastating blow coming from his side, and Thompson with a puncture. And will he engage a team fight? Because this time, I guess, you know what, Olaf, and this time I guess Lancelot is trying to Thompson is trying to make a damage Lancelot. So now that really makes sense. Will he go against the meta? And he is against the meta. But I'll just keep looking on him. I'll keep my focus on this Lancelot, especially. Will the damage Lancelot will work fine against the meta? Let's figure it out.
Yeah, but really, Lancelot is really weak, like building the damage build. But here comes the CC coming from the archive, really good CC. Yeah, as what I was talking about the damage, Lancelot, he will be able to give the huge damage, but he really won't be in his. Oh my god, but yeah, Fanny gets the double kill, the caver coming from the Yahiko. Wow, he was really good in this Fanny. Oh my god. Like Fanny,
That was a pretty wise move, The early game Fanny.
Yeah, like Fanny really dominating in the early game. They must really take the game in the early stages of the game, like in 10 minutes, they really should finish the game. And oh my god, that is coming from the Fanny, but the kill will be taken by the Lapu Lapu.
Solid gang. That was a solid gang, 4v1 situation. That poor outlaw just tried to escape. But, whenever you're just doing a 1v4 situation, like that really hurt. And that really hurt enough. And there was a perfect gang, and there's a Brave Warrior and trying to get some damage, and there's a Wild Charge try to gang in the top lane, and the Lunatic Panda might be in trouble, but Yahiko with a cut shot again, and Gonigon this time, he has suffered enough, and just double kill again for Gonigon, and there's a heavy spring trying to stretch them away, and out of the box, and out of the fight, and the BBC used his ultimate just to try to stash him away, and there's a spider cable coming up from Yahiko, and he's just proving and spamming his cable, and he's just literally proving himself and showing everyone, look at me, how good I am with Fanny. And yes, exactly, he is totally good, the way he's just playing outlook, and that is quite plausible, and really he deserved the applause, the way he just spamming the cable, the spider cable, it calls spider cable whenever just a Fanny player managed to connect multiple cable in the same time, and that calls in a spider cable. And there's a fight in the mid lane, and there's a use of order to escape from the situation, and there's a final slash. Look at this dash is coming from, and look at the spider cable from Yahiko. And yes, he is just proving how good he is with his Fanny, and there is a war access secured by Thompson here. So 7 minutes running. So sorry, it's not 7, it's almost 8 minutes running in the Land of Dawn. So let's have a look at the item slot. So yes, there's a Bloodlust Axe for Lapu Lapu. In the other side, I guess it's the first time in this MCB tournament we are witnessing a damaged Lancelot gameplay. The old Lancelot, the burst damage, one-shot Lancelot. There's a Hunter Strike from Lancelot. In the meantime, there is a War Axe to get some good basic attack, and Brody with a Blade of Hypnosis, and there's a multi-build is also coming on from his side. And in the other hand, this time Lunatic Panda is playing, surprisingly, he is playing, the Mercsman, and that is a Beatrix with a Blade of Despair, which will help him to trigger the highest amount of basic attack. There is a use of thunderous shutdown from Zigord. Yahiko against the kill of Thompson. Fight is going on, and literally they're just taking the charge and they're just taking the lead. And Snowball is also taking the side of Team Ping Pong, and they're just literally, they're just literally showing their class how good they are. They are the running, defending champion of Nepal, and they're just proving that.
Like, that Geico is really good. And there comes the heavy scene and two-man team. Oh my god, Basics gets the kill and Fanny takes the kill. Brody, that was huge play coming from the BBC. That was really good. Heavy's been pinning almost 3 member, almost 3 member, but two member was really pinned down. And Fanny gets the kill. Fanny is really good against taking those kills. And here comes the Lord coming from the bot lane. And I think they will really be successful taking the bot lane, but still they are really trying hard to defend the lane. And your Xerox giving huge damage to Lancelot, and Lancelot really can't sustain. It's the disadvantage coming from the damage build. If he has those defense items, he will be really able to sustain, but he's not really able to sustain in these situations. Like, he really can't. Oh my god, that was really good coming from the block. Oh my god, and the kill. What the hell, bro? What the hell?
You know what? That was a really hilarious moment. Just we witnessed that. Those who will work against the clip, those who will work for the clip, you guys can, record the screen and take the clip and upload it anywhere, because it can be a good video. It can be a good moment, a TikTok moment. We usually say, it can be a TikTok moment. So record the screen, and the way just, the counter Fanny, the way Grog just counter Fanny way this wall, and that was totally eye satisfying to see. And there is a chaos assault, and Goni goes in the kill of Lunatic Panda, and Lapu Lapu might be in trouble, and yes, and Lapu Lapu's skill, Mushroom skill is nicely taken down by the Grog, and look at the spider cable is coming on from Fanny. They're just are they just throwing the game or something like this? The 3 kills already taken down from the side of Team Crackheads, and 2 members left from their side. And speaking of Fanny's build, a physical penetration with a Hunter Strike and trying to make an anti-Chris, I guess. And in the other hand, Lancelot is trying to make a solid damage build, a one-shot build, a physical penetration in the meantime also taken from Lost Control, and Lunax with the burst damage build with the Clock of Destiny, and there's a Mana Boot coming on, and Brody with a Blade of Heptasis and a Blade of Despair, which will help him to trigger the highest basic attack with the red mark, the passive of the Blade of Heptasis. And Brody is capable to give a one-shot like Assassin, 1 basic attack, 2 marks, then the turn apart memory with the CC, the crowd control effect of his second skill. So that really makes sense. Whenever you just picked up Brody with a solid damage, it managed to make the Blade of Heptasis as early as you can. So that really makes sense. So let's just figure out what happened, because it's a do-or-die game. So definitely they will give a hell of a try, no matter what. If they want to continue this tournament, they have to win this game, no matter what. But the way they're just playing, still there's a chance. And I'm being optimistic from Custer Jazzcam as a Custer, that I would say just hold the game. Still, there's a lot more to do, a lot more to play, and it's definitely a MOBA game. Anything can happen. One single mistake could lead you to the death. So just don't lose the hope. You guys are running out of gold and items. So hold on, just save the Nexus, and something good will happen if you manage to hold the game. That is the key. It's a MOBA game, so anything can happen. So let's see what happens. Let's hope for the best. And yes, so what do you say, Aluf?
Oh, what the hell? Fanny just took the kill of the Lancelot. That Fanny was too good off the screen. Really, Fanny took the kill of the Lancelot by, he was really camping in the bush, and he really took the kill. And the Lord is taken by the team Ping Pong. From the team Crackhead, Grok is really good, doing good, countering the Fanny, and he's really showing those play, giving those CC. What the hell? And coming, the pin coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. He's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my god, our Lord, what the hell, giving huge damage, and our Lord was able to secure the kill. But oh no, oh no!
Oh
Lancelot was
shit.
able to secure the kill. Oh my god, that was really huge play coming from the Xerox. Like Lunox was trying to burst, but still Xerox was able to take the kill. Lancelot is still going in for the kill of the Fanny, but it will not be enough. Like Fanny really travels far, Lancelot is like superior in dashes, but the distance of those dashes coming from the Fanny is really was able to get to the base, Like Lancelot.
I'm just looking the way he just, connecting the spider cable, and I'm just focusing on him, and that is really eye satisfying, eye dazzling to see, the way he just is spamming his cable and proving and just showing his class how good he is with his Fanny. So I'm just really, enjoying his gameplay here.
Yeah, like Yaiko is really showing his Fanny, like really good. He's really soloing those assassins. Oh my god, that was godly sniper coming from the lunatic panda, but it will not be enough to take the kill. And Grok here, like he really used those walls to trap the Akai, but they will really not initiate in those team fights. Like Crackhead is really behind in those team fights. Like Ping Pong is really ahead in those team fights, really strong in those team compositions, really giving huge damages. But still, if I think that Lancelot going tank build was better in this team situation, like like Lancelot will be really good in those late games too. Like, but when he goes like those damage build, he will be really useless in the
Yeah.
late game. Is really weak in those late game. Like Fanny, like the potential of the Lancelot will really go down in the late game. Oh my god, here comes the cable of the Fanny. He's really showing those cables, he's really proficient on using those cables. Like he's really the real professional on those Fanny.
Mm-hmm. So you know what, Aluf, and the thing I'm just noticing, and it was a pretty bad decision for Thompson to make a damage Lancelot, because it's totally don't go according to this current meta. It's not going to this meta, and he just lost the sustain. Even he can survive in the team fight against those burst damages. So it was a pretty bad decision for him to make Lancelot the damage Lancelot. So instead of building the defensive Lancelot, and look at the damage coming from that Fanny, the cut shot, really bursting him out. But the way he just perfectly uses Pantondros just managed to escape from the situation, save the day. And there's a fight going on. Torn about memory. Will Grok manage to secure the kill of BBC, but BBC just escaped with a very low HP, and also let her go. It's just moving around the wall, because we all know Grok's passive works fine, beside the wall. And Thompson with a one shot with a Xerox is taken down by the hand of Lancelot. With the third phase coming on for the Lapu-Lapu's Brave Warrior. Fight is going on. Allah, the Vengeance immortally popped up and shut down from Lunatic Panda gets shut down, and Yahiko seeing the kill of Thompson, and the damage coming from Brody, and there's Susi and Zegard secure the kill of the Lunatic Panda. Now it really makes me believe they will make a comeback, because I'm not seriously saying, but I guess our team Ping Pong, they're just literally throwing the game, because they can finish the game early. But what are they doing? They're just wasting time here, and that wasn't necessary. And Fanny with another cable with a good damage here, but later go, it's moving around the wall, and it will give her sustain, and a killing spree coming from Yahiko this time. The victim is going on, and Zegod might be in trouble, but Fanny might be in trouble, and there's immortality popped up that really saves his day. And look, that spider cable is coming on, and well, Mushrup is out of the game. And look at the taunt rose, and also the puncher is coming on from Thompson, that literally showing in also the how good he is with his Lancelot. Literally, he just showing his perfect Lancelot gameplay. That was a perfect sniper, but unfortunately, by using his Thundros, he just missed the sniper, and nobody home. There was a miss ultimate from Lunatic Panda, and now the snowball. Now the snowball is taking. No, still the snowball is taking the side of Team Ping Pong. But if it goes on like this, then I guess. I guess Ping Pong might be in trouble if they play like this and throw the game.
Yeah, like Brody is really showing his game. Like his timing of the Wind of Nature is really good against that lunatic panda using Beatrix. Like that was really good coming from the Penny, and Bravest Warrior he gives the CC to the Brody, but still will not. Oh my God! Lancelot secures the turtle, and but the Lancelot will be taken down by Beatrix and giving Beatrix dealing huge damage. Even though they took the lot, they lost 3 members. I think Ping Pong will be able to end the game, but
that was a heavy cost,
the
The cost was heavy.
Yeah.
The cost was heavy.
They really took the lot, but they really lost those members. And Bravest Warrior coming from the Lapu Lapu dealing huge damage, but Lunatic Panda will be taken down. BBC really using that heavy spin, really good. Like BBC was really like he was not on this game. Like those CC were not good enough in those early stages, but he's really using that now. And Grok, like Wild Charge is not enough, and
that is all over. And that is all over.
Like was able to take the game in those early stages, but they really delayed the ending of the game.
And the moral of the story is, and those who are just planning to play Lancelot with a damage build, just see this, and you guys already witness the gameplay, because it's really damaged Lancelot doesn't go to this meta, and literally this game proves this. So speaking of the match card, so definitely the second match, the second victory, again it's taken down from Ping Pong side 2-0. 2 victories in a row, and from the winning side, Yahiko was the MVP and showed his class with his Fanny, 10-7 carry away, 10.6 rating, and in the other hand, let her go played Roamer, and he just picked his Grok, and he is the MVP from the losing side, 1-10 KDA with 8.4 rating. That was a very good Grok gameplay, and he's the one who gave shutdown to Yahiko 2 times, not only 1 time, but 2 times, and Yahiko died 2 times in the game, and the hero was let her go, the tanky Grok. So usually those players who are trying to get some knowledge from the game, just whatever you guys do, just don't play damage Lancelot again, because damage Lancelot really don't go to this current meta. So that is a point here. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our next game. Until then, from Casa Deska, I was Wakram Mahmood with you guys, and Olof is here. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute with our next game. Is playing, surprisingly, he is playing, the Marksman, and that is a Beatrix with a Blade of Despair, which will help him to trigger the highest amount of basic attack. There is a use of Thunderous Shutdown from Zigor. Yahiko against the kill of
coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. Like BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. Like he's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my God, our Lord, what the hell, giving huge damage, and our Lord was able to secure the kill. But
usually said, it can be a TikTok moment. So record the screen, and the way just the counter Fanny, the way Grog just counter Fanny way this wall, and that was totally eye satisfying to see. And there is a Chaos Assault, and Goni goes in the kill of Lunatic Panda, and Lapu Lapu might be a meta. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, but really Lancelot is really weak, like building the damage build, but here comes the CC coming from the Akai, really good CC. Yeah, as what I was talking about the damage, Lancelot, you will be able to give the huge damage, but he really won't be in his, oh my God, fan the lane, and your Xerox giving huge damage to Lancelot, and Lancelot really can't sustain. It's the disadvantage coming from the damage build. If he has those defense items, he will be really able to sustain, but he's not really able to sustain in these situations. Like he really can't. Oh my God, like Con was really low HP, but still Fanny wasn't able to take the kill. That was quite really advantageous for the team. Crackers like not giving kills to Fanny in the earlier stages of the game. Fanny really shines in the earlier stages of the game. Oh my God, damage, giving huge damage. Like Really?
Oh, damage, and there's a chaotic assault from Gonigon, and the burst damage is coming on from his side. And there's the first turtle appearance in the land drop down. There's a heavy spin, there's a phantom execution, but Yahiko didn't make any mistake to secure the turtle here. And look at the Cabal spam coming from the Fanny, but Fanny is out of mana, and Mushroom this time managed to like an that really hurt, and that really hurt enough. And there was a perfect gang, and there's a brave warrior and trying to get some damage, and there's a wild charge, try to gang in the top lane, and the lunatic panda might be in trouble, but Yahiko with the cut shot again, and Gonigon this time, he's beside the wall, and Thompson with a one shot with a Xerox is taken down by the hand of Lancelot. There's third phase coming on from the Lapu Lapu's brave warrior. Fight is going on. All of the vengeance immortally popped up and shut down from Lunatic Panda gets shut down, and Yahiko seeing the kill of Thompson, and the damage coming from Brody, and there's
what the hell, and coming like the pin coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. Like BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. Like he's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my god, our lord, what
this time the Fanny was lucky. Yahiko was lucky enough to escape from the situation, because there was a Grok. So if he just gets stuck inside the wall, it will be a little bit disappointing for, and there's a final slash also. Lapu Lapu with a third phrase of his ultimate. Brave warrior is running on and lost control. I guess he might be
in the Fanny. Oh my god. Like Fanny.
That was a pretty wise move, the early game Fanny.
Yeah, like Fanny really dominating in the early game. They must really take the game in the early stages of the game, like in 10 minutes they really should finish the game. And oh my,
Panda is playing, surprisingly he is playing the Merksman, and that is a Beatrix with a Blade of Despair, which will help him to trigger the highest amount of basic attack. There is a use of Thunderous shutdown from Zigor. Yahiko against the kill of
coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. Like BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. Like he's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my god, our lord, what the hell, giving huge damage, and our lord was able to secure the kill. But
usually said, it can be a TikTok moment. So record the screen, and the way just the counter Fanny, the way Grog just counter Fanny way this wall, and that was totally eye satisfying to see. And there is a chaos assault, and Gonigal seeing the kill of Lunatic Panda, and Lapu Lapu might be a meta. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, but really, Lancelot is really weak, like building the damage build. But here comes the CC coming from the Akai, really good CC. Yeah, as what I was talking about the damage, Lancelot, you will be able to give the huge damage, but he really won't be in his. Oh my god, we're fan the lane, and your Xerox giving huge damage to Lancelot, and Lancelot really can't sustain. It's the disadvantage coming from the damage build. If he has those defense items, he will be really able to sustain, but he's not really able to sustain in these situations. Like he really can't. Oh my god, like Gon was really low HP, but still Fanny wasn't able to take the kill. That was quite really advantageous for the team. Crackers like not giving kills to Fanny in the earlier stages of the game. Fanny really shines in the earlier stages of the game. Oh my god, damage, give me huge damage. Like really, damage, and there's a chaotic assault from Gonigon, and the burst damage is coming on from his side. And there's the first turtle appearance in the land drop down. There's a heavy spin, there's a phantom execution, but Yahiko didn't make any mistake to secure the turtle here. And look at the Cabal spam coming from the Fanny, but Fanny is out of mana, and Mushroom this time managed to like an that really hurt, and that really hurt enough. And there was a perfect gang, and there's a brave warrior and trying to get some damage, and there's a wild charge, try to gang in the top lane, and the lunatic panda might be in trouble, but Yahiko with the cut shot again, and Gonigon this time, he's beside the wall, and Thompson with a one shot with a Xerox is taken down by the hand of Lancelot. There's third phase coming on from the Lapu Lapu's brave warrior. Fight is going on. All of the vengeance immortally popped up and shut down from Lunatic Panda gets shut down, and Yahiko seeing the kill of Thompson, and the damage coming from Brody, and there's what the hell, and coming like the spin coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. Like BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. Like he's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my God, our Lord, what?
This time the Fanny was lucky. Yahiko was lucky enough to escape from the situation because there was a Grok. So if he just gets stuck inside the wall, it will be a little bit disappointing for, and there's a final slash also. Lapu Lapu with a third phase of his ultimate. Brave Warrior is running on and lost control. I guess he might be
in the Fanny. Oh my God. Like Fanny.
That was a pretty wise move, you know. The early game Fanny.
Yeah, like Fanny really dominating in the early game. They must really take the game in the early stages of the game, you know, like in 10 minutes they really should finish the game. And oh my,
Panda is playing. Surprisingly, he is playing, the marksman, and that is a Beatrix with a Blade of Despair, which will help him to trigger the highest amount of basic attack. There is a use of thunderous shutdown from Zigor. Yahiko against the kill up
coming from the Akai, but still that was really bad play coming from the BBC. Like BBC is really good on Akai, but he's really not on point in this game. Like he's really wasting his resources in this game. He's really, oh my God, our Lord, what the hell, giving huge damage, and our Lord was able to secure the kill. But oh,
usually said, it can be a TikTok moment. So record the screen, and the way just the counter Fanny, the way Grog just counter Fanny way this wall, and that was totally eye satisfying to see. And there is a chaos assault, and Gonigal seeing the kill of Lunatic Panda, and Lapu Lapu might be a meta. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, but really, Lancelot is really weak, like building the damage build. But here comes the CC coming from the Akai, really good CC. Yeah, as what I was talking about the damage, Lancelot, you will be able to give the huge damage, but he really won't be in his. Oh my God, we're fan the lane, and your Xerox giving huge damage to Lancelot, and Lancelot really can't sustain. It's the disadvantage coming from the damage build, if he has those defense items he will be really able to sustain, but he's not really able to sustain in these situations. Like he really can't. Oh my God, like Gon was really low HP, but still Fanny wasn't able to take the kill. That was quite really advantageous for the team. Crackers like not giving kills to Fanny in the earlier stages of the game. Fanny really shines in the earlier stages of the game. Oh my God, damage! Give me huge damage. Like really,
damage, and there's a chaotic assault from Gonigon, and the burst damage is coming on from his side, and there's the first turtle appearance in the land of Dawn. There's a heavy spin, there's a phantom execution, but Yahiko didn't make any mistake to secure the turtle here. And look at the Cabal spam coming from the Fanny, but Fanny is out of mana, and Mushroom this time managed to like that really hurt, and that really hurt enough. And there was a perfect gang, and there's a Brave Warrior and trying to get some damage, and there's a Wild Charge try to gang in the top lane, and the Lunatic Panda might be in trouble, but Yahiko. Wait. Oh wait, just wait. Just tell me the game.
Too fast, got my foot up on the gas, full throttle till I crash. I'm back, cause you gotta do or die, there ain't no compromise, get ready for a fight.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you die to ground with some straight blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it, and this is just the beginning.
Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse. I'll fight till I collapse.
Hello everyone, welcome to MLBB Championship Battles Spring Split 2023, presented by Mobile Legend Bang Bang. Yes, MCB tournament is running on in the land of Dawn, and the prize pool is huge. 2,000 USD, the grand prize of this tournament. It's a multi-regional tournament where 4 teams from Bangladesh, 4 teams from Nepal will fight to take the crown. And today's second game is between Avengers Nepal versus Peekaboo, two greatest team of Nepali region. And from Custard come here, Wakram Hemod alongside with Auluf is here to cheer you guys up. So just a couple of minutes later, we'll be directly move on to the drafting section. So I'm just directly moving on to Auluf right now.
Yeah, that was really exciting game coming from the team Ping Pong and Crackers. You know that was really exciting game. The picks were unexpected
Exactly.
and plays were unexpected. You know, Lunatic Panda was playing the goal lane and Yaiko was playing hyper, which was surprising. Like in MCB, we were seeing Yaiko playing in the goal lane and Lunatic Panda as the hyper playing every assassins. And here comes the Yaiko playing those godly Fanny and we can see in the game 2 of this day 10, we can see the game of the teams Avengers Nepal and Team Peekaboo, which is really good. They are also the top team of the Nepali teams. Nepal, yeah, like they are top teams, but still, they are still lacking in some points. Like they are really lacking in various points of the game in the later stages of the game. Like Avengers Nepal really need to work in the later stages of the game, and like same way, Peekaboo also needs to really improve their late game as they have really strong game in those early games. Like they really play strongly in those early games. They will take every objectives, every kill in the earlier stages of the game. But while going in the later stages of the game, I can see really some deficiencies in those plays. But they really need to improve in those plays and they will be invincible. Like they will really win the game every week games in this tournament. But yeah, let's see which team will dominate in the late game or late stages of the game. Like Peekaboo is really good in in those earlier stages of the game. They have really strong picks. Like they really like to pick those earlier stages of the earlier heroes in the game. Like they really want to dominate the old heroes. And Avengers Nepal is the same. Like they really have those strong early composition. They really like to pick those heroes and they really like to dominate the early games. So yeah, let's see which team will dominate the early game. We can see which team will dominate the early game. They surely will take that the late game. Let's see the early game. You know, we
Yeah,
can
that is
really see.
that is the point. You know, every single game should end early, and that is the the simple game strategy in the Mobile Legend. Like if you start a game, you have to finish it early because finishing the early game carries a lot of benefit. Like when sometime if you make late game, that really sometimes choose the whole situation. And if you make late game against marksmen like Layla Hanabi or even Leslie or even mages like Sicilian or even Vale, if you make late game with these heroes, then that really can show a trump card to the opponent. So the basic rule of the game is start the game and finish it as early as you can, like within 10 to 12 minutes, and that's the basic strategy of the game. So as you were speaking about the both side, like Peekaboo and Avengers Nepal, and Peekaboo, they're just like to pick the early game composition, the early lineup. They're too good with that. And Avengers Nepal, even I also witnessed the same thing as you just mentioned earlier. Like Avengers Nepal, they just love to play the late games, especially. If we talk about Zebling is a very good way. That's tanky with the Roamer, and Zebling's Franco is one of the most scariest thing in the MCB, and there's a reason why, as you guys can see from the side of Peekaboo, they just banned Franco because they know how Zebling and how bad he can be with his Franco, and so there's a reason why they just don't want to take the risk. So it's a personal ban overall. So the thing I was speaking, like Avengers Nepal, they love to play late game against every single team. So even as you can see, the Lemon against the Mage from their side. So are we about to see a Sicilian from his side? And I'm not sure. So speaking of banning section, drafting phase from the side of Team Peekaboo, a Zoe ban, which is a Zoe ban, which is a very good ban.
Yeah,
The
like the
electrifying bits.
standard man.
That really makes sense, those damages, the burst damages coming from the electrifying bits with a damage. And there's also Fanny ban. I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but the Fanny ban But sometimes the ban can be personal. The ban can be personal sometimes. So now just really moving on to the picking section, and it's time for Avengers Nepal. Lemon, will he give a swap with Zebling, Sandy, or Max, or who will pick EXP laner like Minnesota, or even it can be a Fedrin, or it's a Faramis, the master of gold ult, the master of magic, to revive, to heal you up with the cult ult, the ultimate, the immortal ultimate. Inside the ultimate, no one will die, and in the team fight, and whenever it's a Faramis pick, in the other side there will be a Valentina pick, which is mandatory, which is perfect mandatory. But Olive, sometimes it really makes me feel that if you wanna take Faramis, just please ban Valentina. Just ban Valentina, because it get worthless then. Like, you can use ultimate like called out. In the other hand, your opponent, if he picks Valentina, he can usually copy your ultimate. Then what will be the difference? So it's good to ban Valentina whenever you're just trying to pick and planning to pick a Faramis from your side.
Walker, like Valentina recently got nerfed in the latest patch. Like, our ultimate is long, our ultimate has longer cooldown. Like, it really will affect the game. Like, Paramis will have constantly his ult, but Valentina will not be able to get the ult like in the earlier stages of the tournament. Like,
But at least he can get the ultimate overall.
yeah. But still, it will not be frequent like usually. It will not be usually. It will take time for Valentina to take the ult of the Paramis. And here we go. Here comes the pick. The Zevling signature pick, Kufra. Like, Zevling is really good with his Kufra. You really want to counter that Kufra. You really need to pick those heroes to shut down the Kufra from the early stages of the game. Like, giving no farm to Kufra and make the Kufra as squishy as possible from the early stages of the game. Otherwise, the Zevling will make you suffer, Like, really, they really need to counter this Kufra, or else the team Peekaboo will suffer really badly. Oh no!
Well, and there's a tutorial with the Hayabusa, and I'm not quite sure. Like, whenever there's a Kufra in the opponent, then how could you pick a Hayabusa or even assassin, like dashing assassin, those assassin who can easily can dash through everything? But how could you pick whenever there is a Kufra in the opponent? But let's see what happened, because I guess Totoro is quite sure what he picked. So let's see what happened. But I'll literally focus on Totoro, especially as he picked Hayabusa. So I'll really focus on him.
Yeah, well, let's see the consequence of picking Hayabusa from the side of Team Peekaboo, They really picked seeing those Kufras coming from Zevling. Like, Zevling is really good on those Kufra, He's really good on those setups. He really can give those CC. He's really good on, like, Tyrant's Rays. He's really good with those Tyrant's Rays. Like, it's really hard to counter Kufra taking those like Lapu Lapu, Valentina, Hayabusa. It's really hard to counter against those Kufra, and Zebling is too good. And Lemon will be there to support Kufra, and Boyd will be there to still give the damage. Like, seeing in this pick phase, like earlier pick phase stage, Team Avengers have really good pick.
Yes, definitely. And now it's time for Venomous to select a hero, and definitely they'll try to pick a marksman, or even they can go for a tank here. But I'm just really waiting to see, especially I'm just keep my eyes on Totoro, like how he will execute his game against the mighty Kufra. Those who are watching the stream and watching the match from Nepal, you guys know how good Zebling is with every single tank. And I knew Zebling is good with Franco, but all of you saying the signature pick of Zebling is Kufra. So I guess he is a master of Kufra, and he is good with Kufra, I guess. And I'm not also sure, like, is Kufra his main hero or not, but I'll keep my eyes on both, especially Zebling and Totoro and Sandy with Alpha, the villain Alpha. And Alpha got revamped, and people just are trying to make Alpha with a tanky build. Alpha also joined the lineup of the Lunox and Carry. just meant to be a tank killer here. And Max from Avenger Nepal showed up a special skin, the the Paquito, and Paquito is also an assassin after the patch. Paquito is not only a fighter but also he is assassin. But Max just switched the decision and he just secured a Terizla, which is a very good pick. And Terizla got the sustain, Terizla got the damage. There's a couple of good item like the wings. Is it Queen's wings or Demon wings, whatever it calls? I just forgot it. So the Bloodlust Axe with a couple of good items. It's Queen's wings, right? Okay, so it's Queen's wing, and Queen's wings also, it really works fine with Terizla. And in the other hand, Venomous with a Grok, but it's 14 seconds left, and Venomous is quite confused. He seems like he's a bit confused here. Will he pick Grok or not? Still, he just choosing, and yes, he just locked up the Grok and Hankook with a Claude, a pure late gamer. So if you count on Claude, then you have to wait for the late game. Like Claude really needs a late game, especially Claude have to wait for his DHS, and even the golden staff Parisian side also one single wind of nature, and these items are mandatory if you expect a good gameplay, if you expect a good damage from Claude, then you must have to wait for the late game. So the comparison are set. So let's find out who would win the battle in the land of dawn. It's all about Avengers Nepal, the top team of Nepal. Peekaboo, they're also the top charted team. They are in the top, and that's the reason why they are here in the MCB tournament. They are the selected. So now it's their time to prove themselves. So let's see which team has the last left. From Kasajas Kamir, Walker Mahmood, and alongside with me, Aluf is here. Sorry to say, my bad. So directly, we'll move on to the in-game live scenario that will be described by Aluf.
Like, I can really see the team composition coming from the team Avengers. They have really the good team or early team composition. So they must really dominate the early game. Otherwise, they will suffer in the late game, as Team Peekaboo really pick those late game heroes like Hayabusa, Cloud, and Rock. And Valentine also gives huge damage going in the late game. So Team Avengers Nepal must really need to end the game in the earlier stages of the game, like 10 minutes, 11, 12 minutes. They must really need to finish as much as quickly as possible. It will be really hard to Team Avengers Nepal to really compete in late game. So they must really need to get those kills in early game. They really should get the objective kills, everything in the early game, as they have really good early team composition. But here it goes. Alpha takes the lead to Wanderer, and Alpha is really strong against Hayabusa in the earlier stages of game. It may change in the late stage of the game, but still Alpha is stronger in the earlier stages of the game. So Alpha must take those neutral objectives, the skills, everything. And here's the damage coming from the Alpha, and Claude really escapes in the low HP. Oh my god. Alpha is really
definitely
good, in earlier stages of the game. Yeah, it's really disappointing.
The whole lineup of Team Avengers Nepal seems like this is an early game lineup. Especially they have the fighter Hyper, and Sandy is playing the Alpha, which is a pure early gamer, and there's a Quad Shadow combined with a Shadow Kill, but not enough damage in the early game. And he will take a fight, and Sandy says, "Okay, take the fight. I have a life steal in my second skill, so don't worry, take a fight. I'll charge, don't worry." But Totoro felt that danger, and after executing his after executing his Shadow Kill, he just escaped the situation with his Quad Shadow with the Shadow skill. So the turtle has been spawned in the land of dawn, and Sandy already put his hand in the turtle, and seems like also the hybrid is here with his Lapu Lapu, and both teams players are here, and there's a challenge revenge with a combined challenge rage, and the turtle is taken down. And that is what we were talking about. That is what Olive is talking about. Zebling, how good he is with every single tank, and he just showed his class and skipped the turtle.
Oh my god, that was really good initiation coming from the Kufra, but Valentina really escapes using his flicker. And that Terizla, really good follow-up on the ultimate of the Kufra. That was really good follow-up, giving huge damage. And that was really good turtle fight. In those retro times, Kufra really managed to give the CC to the Hayabusa and opponent team so that team all Avengers will was able to take the turtle. Like that was really good team fight. And they needs to go and Alpha initiates giving huge damage on Valentina, and Alpha was able to take the false blood against Valentina. That was really good. Alpha needs to take those kills in those early games. Otherwise, they will really suffer. They really need to capitalize those early game heroes, and they really need to take the game in earlier stages. Yeah, like that was really good damage coming from the Alpha as he was the early game. He really needs to do that. He really needs those skills in the earlier stages of the game.
Yes, definitely. Whenever you just pick the early lineup, you must have to focus on the early game and finish the game as early as you can. So there might be a chance to see a fight, and here Lemon might be in trouble. There's a wall from Grog, but with the help of the cult ult, he just managed to escape. Lemon just escape from the situation with a dangerous shadow kill from Totoro, and we might see a team fight in the top lane because but I guess we won't see a fight, and there's a Tyrant's Revenge, and Venomous made a very bad decision letting him alone here, and there's a wall, and also Cloud is trying to use his battle mirror image to escape from the situation. Now you see about a blazing duet here to secure the lane, and there is again a quad shadow just a little bit poked up to Void, but I guess his shadow kill was in cooldown, and again the second turtle has a spawn in the land of Dawn, and again Sandy put his hand in the turtle, and let's see, wish him this time to secure the turtle, but there's a penalty zone, quad shadow, and in the meantime Sandy secured the turtle here. Fight is going on. Lapu Lapu trying to escape from the situation, and he just escaped from the situation, and Masakuri seeing the kill of Sandy. Fight is going on, but Lemon is out of his ultimate because he already wasted his ultimate in the top lane a couple of minutes ago. And there is a shadow kill. And this time Masakuri seeing the kill of Lemon, but Totoro got slain by the hand of Max, but also the revenge has been taken from Valentina. Fight is going on. That is not letting us to talk. Will Masakuri able to escape? He's in danger. He might be in trouble. And look at the burst damage coming from the Virus Passion and shut down by the hand of Lemon.
But still, they really sacrificed the top tier torrent of the top lane. For the just one kill, that was really bad decision, and Claude really took the top lane torrent. That was really bad decision, I think, from the team Avengers Nepal. They really shouldn't focus these kills for now. They really need to focus on those objectives. And off the camera, Hayabusa was really trying to take the kill from the Faramis, but still it was not enough. Still, Hayabusa really needs those items. He really needs to wait for those items to get the kill, otherwise there won't be any kill that will be gotten by the Hayabusa. He really needs those items for now. Yeah,
definitely. The early damage of Hayabusa is quite low. Even the shadow kills, the slashes are quite low. Even with the proper level, the slashes number, the number of slashes of his shadow kill get increases. So yeah, Hayabusa really need the late game, and really need those items. And there's a Tyrant's Revenge. Are we see about a fight here? Are we about to see a call out? And inside the corner, nobody will die. And Grok is trying to get some vision in the meantime. He's trying to get some sustained soak of damage, but that was too much for Grok, and he just sacrificed himself in the team fight. So if we talk about the lead, and the lead has been taken from the side of team Avengers Nepal, and the third time is also the turtle is secured by team Avengers Nepal. So they're also taking the lead from the kill, even in the gold section. They're taking lead in everywhere. So let's hope for the best, and let's see what happened. Will Team Peekaboo manage to survive in this game and take the victory out of Avengers Nepal?
They really will be able to take the game to the late game. It surely will be in the hands of Team Peekaboo. They really have good team composition. They really got Claude, Valentina. Lapu Lapu is still tankier in late game, but still What the hell? Alpha was able to take the kill from the Grok, and Paramis using those initiations, those grabs, those pulls, and Alpha was able to get the double kill. Hayabusa is still going in using static kill, but so no! What the hell? Triple kill coming from the Alpha. That was penalty zone coming from the Terizilla, and is able to get this kill from the Cloud. Oh my god. That was really good initiations coming from the team Alpha 7X. Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was from the team AVENGERS Nepal. I was just confusing the team name.
Yes, exactly, and don't worry at all. And in the meantime, Void taking down the Midlands T1 tower, and there's Alpha charge popped up in the same time. And they're just totally taking the lead. And like a couple of minutes ago, the trade, the lead was not that enough, not that high enough. The difference was not that much, but right now, as you guys can see, already 8 kill has been taken down from the side of Team Avengers Nepal. On the other hand, they're just still stuck in the 3 kills. So it really makes sense. Like, the whole composition of Team Peekaboo, they're just waiting for the late game. But I'm just sure about one thing. Like, if Peekaboo managed to take it to the late game, and that they will have a chance to take a victory, or take the game out of Team Avengers Nepal, because they have Claude, they have the Hayabusa, the pure late gamer, and also Valentina Masakuri will be dangerous, can be dangerous in the late game. And the first Lord is taken down. It might be a 9-minute Lord, and there's an Amirus Passion. Look at the damage for.
That was really huge damage coming from the Alpha and Beatrix, like, oh my god, Zapping in trying to initiate, but it will not be connected. Like, Alpha is really dealing huge damage, is really using the farm, and is really giving those damage to the team Peekaboo. They really are suffering from the damages coming from the team Alpha 7X. Will they be able to defend this mid lane torrent? Yeah, Hayabusa used Shadow kill, but still it won't be enough, but it will be able to clear the minion waves, and they will prevent the torrent from falling down. But still, Lord is marching from the top lane, and they are pushing from the bot, mid lane, and bot lane. Middle lane is also, there are also minions coming from the middle lane, and bot lane is too full of the minions. And Terizilla, like Alpha, trying to initiate, but oh my god, Alpha will be taken down. Terizilla using the penalty zone is dealing huge damage. Beatrix giving damages from the back line, and he will be able to give the damage, but Zebling will fall down, and Paramis gets the kill on the Lapu Lapu. Oh my god, that was godly play from the Hayabusa. Hayabusa really takes down the kill in the back line, and he will be able to escape from the team Avengers Nepal. Like, what the hell? That Hayabusa is really good. He was able to really get the kill. Like, what the hell? Hayabusa really godly play.
Yeah, speaking of Hayabusa, we all know like Hayabusa is a pure late game damage dealer, like the shadow kills damage in the late game with a couple of good items like the physical penetration combined with Hunter Strike, or even Endless Battle will work fine against those heroes like the tanky heroes like. So as you guys can see, and as we can say, Hayabusa is a pure late gamer, and Totoro is also thinking the same thing, like hold on a second, late game is ours, so don't worry, we'll take care of the late game. So let's have a look on the item slot, and as I say to you people, like already a physical penetration, Malefic Roar combined with a Hunter Strike. There's the Titan's Revenge is coming on, and Void seeing the killing spree, and Lemon this time seeing the kill of Totoro. Oh my goodness, they lost 2 members of their team. Now they might be in trouble because they're out of number, and if Team Avengers Nepal will to take the mid lane, and they will manage to take the mid lane, the Inhibitor Tower and the Super Minion will keep coming from the mid lane, and then they might be in trouble. And there's a wild charge trying to block the heroes, trying to block the enemy. Grok really doing his job in this game. So let's find out, let's see what happened in the Land of Dawn. We can say at this early, but we have to wait for the late game, because the whole Peekaboo lineup seems like they're just late game. They're just trying to make it late game. So the lineup is a pure late game, and okay, there's a flicker from Grok, and there's a wall in the meantime, and Alpha already put his hand in the Lord, and now it's a matter of time to see which team will take the Lord, and that really will decide the fate. And Sandy with a swift hand retribution skill, and he just secured the Lord, and it's a 12-minute Lord, and it really makes sense if this Lord move from the
Oh
mush from
no,
the
oh
mid lane.
no.
There's a blazing duet in the meantime also, and there is a fake called alt with a real one, hybrid with a kill, secret the kill of Zebling, and Team Avengers Nepal, they're just out of number. They just took the Lord, but they're just out of number, and let's see what happened. Will they manage to stop the Lord and make it more late game as possible?
Could have waited for the Lord to initiate the team fight. Like, oh my god, that was godly sniper coming from the Beatrix. The Hayabusa is in the half SP, and it will be advantage. But the bravest fighter coming from the Lapu getting the kill from the Terizilla. Oh no! Avengers Nepal really messed up this time. Like, the Lord is marching from the top lane, and they really messed up. They really should have taken the advantage of the Lord marching from the top lane, and they really should have taken those objectives, but they really are outnumbered. They really got taken down. Two members got taken down. Zeppelin got taken down, and Max got taken down. It's really disadvantageous, and the gold is coming in the side of Peekaboo. They really are getting those advantages in the late game. Like, they really are getting gold, and they really are getting paid, so that they really will be able to give the damage in the late game, and it will be a little bit difficult to team Avengers Nepal, but still the game may go in both sides. We really don't know in which side the game will go.
Yes, definitely. It's quite hard to say it's a MOBA game, but it's already late game, so there will be a chance, slightly little bit chance for, still, they might be in behind for a few reasons, like the goal difference or even the kill difference. But still, that the whole the lineup of Team Peekaboo, they're just waiting for the late game. So let's hope for the best. We can't say anything from the customer desk, and there's a mega kill secured by Void. But there is a chase from Sandy. Just look at the damage coming from the second skill of Alpha. The main damage source of Alpha, this came from the second skill, and also it helped him to get some life steal. So if we have a look on the items on Alpha, with a Bloodlust Axe, War Axe combined with Hunter Strike, Dominance Ice, and Athena's Shield to counter those magic damages, and in the other hand, Totoro with a physical penetration, Hunter Strike, and Blade of Despair. There's a penalty zone. They took down the Midlands Inhibitor Tower, and Totoro might be in trouble, but there's a use of Quartz Shadow to escape from the situation, and Zeppelin with a bouncing ball. And the bad thing is they lost the mid lane's Inhibitor Tower. That means one thing, Aluf. That means Super Minion will keep coming from the mid lane, and that will really hurt. That will hurt to Team Peekaboo. Super Minions are quite strong, and there's a blazing duel. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake call out. In the meantime, mega kill secured by Lemon. Pebbling with the kill.
Oh my
Hybrid
god.
is taken down by the hand of Zeppelin. Oh my god, it really makes me believe, is he tank or the damage dealer? And there's a Quad Shadow also.
Oh my god, Hayabusa!
Hayabusa, oh my goodness, that will cost a lot. That will cost a lot. And I was like thinking they will destroy the base, but Hayabusa came up with a perfect time, but Sandy didn't make any mistake to the kill of the Totoro. Base has been locked. I guess it's all over from Team Peekaboo. They just locked the base, and I guess what will happen? Oh no, but not today.
Definitely defended the best. I was really hoping the game may end. The game may end. I was guessing, but still they defended really well. And that outplay from the Hayabusa against the Beatrix, that was really good. Godly, the win of nature coming from the Beatrix, but still not enough to defend against Hayabusa, 1v1 king of the mobile legend. And that showed really well. And yeah, Totoro really showed well that Hayabusa is really the king of the 1v1 situation. Oh, and Sandy initiating, but still it won't be enough to take the kill from the hand kick. And Grok really low penalty zone coming from the Terizilla. Oh my god, Alpha secured the kill, secured the Lord, but still fight is going on. Zeppelin quite initiating good, and Hayabusa strategy is using the static kill. Hayabusa is giving damage, but it won't be enough as they are really grouped together. Hayabusa won't be able to give huge damage against the group enemies. Oh wow, that was really good initiation coming from the Zeppelin. He's really giving those good CCs, and Is he really chasing Hayabusa right now?
Yeah, I know that he just chasing Hayabusa because they don't want to get to get him recall, and the base has been locked. I guess the fight is over, and that's all. And there's the reason why Zebling was chasing Totoro, because he don't want Totoro to go to the base, and this is the reason. And in the meantime, they secured the victory, and 1-0 from the side of Avengers Nepal from Team Peekaboo. Team Avengers Nepal secured the first victory against Team Peekaboo, and that was hell of a good gameplay. And the MVP was the Lemon with 4-1, 13 KDA with his Paramis. And in the other hand, the whole team just came a little bit short, but Hankik was, far enough from the team, and with his squad, and he just came up a little bit short, as you guys can see. 4 death, 0 kill, and 2 assists, and he just failed to give his gameplay. And Claude really needs a good help, and really needs a good game, late game. So that's all for the first game. So that the next game will be a do or die for Team Peekaboo. So let's see what happened. Will Team Peekaboo manage to give a trump card to Team Avengers Nepal, or it will be the same 2-0 for Team Avengers Nepal against the Team Peekaboo? So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our next game. So till then, stay with us. We'll be right back in a minute. Have a chance to take a victory, or take the game out of Team Avengers Nepal, because they have Claude, they have the Hayabusa, the pure late gamer, and also Valentina Masakuri will be dangerous, can be dangerous in the late game. And the first Lord is taken down. It might be a 9-minute Lord, and there's a Navirus swift hand retribution skill, and he just secured the Lord, and it's a 12-minute Lord, and it really makes sense if this Lord move from the from the mid lane. There's a blazing duet in the meantime also, and there is a fake called alt with a real one, hybrid
Turtle fight, like in those retro times, Kufra really managed to give the CC to the Hayabusa and opponent team, so that team all Avengers was able to take the turtle. Like, that was really good team fight. And they needs to go, and Alpha initiates giving huge damage on Valentina, and Alpha was able to
spawn in the land of Dom, and Sandy already put his hand in the turtle, and seems like also the hybrid is here with his Lapu Lapu, and both teams players are here, and there's a Tyrant's Revenge with a combined Tyrant's Rage, and the turtle is taken down. And that is what we were talking about. That is what Olaf is talking about. Olaf. That means Super Minion will keep coming from the middle lane, and that will really hurt. That will hurt to Team Peekaboo. Super Minions are quite strong, and there's a blazing duet. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake call out. In the meantime, mega kill secured by Lemon, doubling with a kill. Hayabusa is a pure late gamer, and Totoro is also thinking the same thing, like hold on a second, late game is ours, so don't worry, we'll take care of the late game. So let's have a look on the item slot, and as I say to you people, like already a physical penetration, Malefic Roar combined with a Hunter Strike. There's the Tyrant's Revenge is coming on, and
still tankier in late game, but still off. What the hell? Alpha was able to take the kill from the Grok, and Paramis using those initiations, those grabs, those pulls, and Alpha was able to get the double kill. Hayabusa is still going in using static kill, but so no! What the hell? Triple kill. That was really good initiation coming from the Javelin. He's really getting those good CCs, and is he really chasing Hayabusa right now?
Yeah, I know that he just chasing Hayabusa because they don't want to get him recall, and the base has been locked. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake call out. In the meantime, mega kill secured by Lemon, doubling with a kill. Hybrid is taken down by the hand of Zeppelin. Oh my god, it really makes me believe, is he tank or the damage dealer? And there's a quad shadow also. Oh my god! Will have a chance to take a victory, or take the game out of Team Avengers Nepal, because they have Claude, they have the Hayabusa, the pure late gamer, and also Valentina Masakuri will be dangerous, can be dangerous in the late game. And the first Lord is taken down. It might be a 9-minute Lord, and there's a Navirus swift hand retribution skill, and he just secured the Lord, and it's a 12-minute Lord, and it really makes sense if this Lord move from the from the mid lane. There's a blazing duet in the meantime also, and there is a fake called alt with a real one, hybrid.
Turtle fight, like in those retro times, Kufra really managed to give the CC to the Hayabusa and opponent team so that team all Avengers will was able to take the turtle. Like that was really good team fight, and they needs to go and Alpha initiates giving huge damage on Valentina, and Alpha was able to
Spawn in the land of Dom, and Sandy already put his hand in the turtle, and seems like also the hybrid is here with his Lapu Lapu, and both teams players are here, and there's a Tyrant's Revenge with a combined of Tyrant's Rage, and the turtle is taken down, and that is what we were talking about. That is what Olaf is talking about. Olaf, that means Super Minion will keep coming from the mainland, and that will really hurt. That will hurt to Team Peekaboo. Super Minions are quite strong, and there's a blazing duet. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake call out. In the meantime, mega kill secured by Lemon. Dabbling with the kill. Hayabusa is a pure late gamer, and Totoro is also thinking the same thing. Like, hold on a second, late game is ours, so don't worry, we'll take care of the late game. So let's have a look on the item slot, and as I say to you people, like already a physical penetration, Malefic Roar combined with a Hunter Strike. There's the Tyrant's Revenge is coming on, and
still tankier in late game, but still off. What the hell? Alpha was able to take the kill from the Grok, and Param is using those initiations, those grabs, those pulls, and Alpha was able to get the double kill. Hayabusa is still going in using static kill, but so no! What the hell? So hello and welcome back to the MCB tournament, guys. Let's rally game 2 of the team Avengers Nepal and Peekaboo. The game 1 of the team Avengers versus Peekaboo was really interesting, and Avengers took the game from the earlier stages of the game to the late stage of the game. They really dominate from the earlier stages of the game. They really took those objectives, they really took those kills, and they really dominate from the earlier stages of the game, and they took it to the later stages of the game. And Zebling was too good. That was really hella good tank coming from the Zebling. That Kufra is really good. They really need to ban that Kufra, or they really need to like counter the Kufra, and they only will be, and Peekaboo team will only be able to play properly. Like Zebling was too good. He was really initiating good. Cloud was wasting his Purify against the Kufra. Like, it was only wasted on the Kupra's skill, and he was low on those resources. Like in the next gank, he wouldn't be able to use that Purify, and that was really downfall for the Claude. Like, Claude was really good, but still. So yeah, Walker, what do you think about the game 1 and coming in the game 2? Let's see the pick. Like, like, will the Kufra will be banned, or still the Franco will be banned? Like, Peekaboo really banned the Franco after like tabling,
But you know what? But I'm just really waiting and hoping to see a Franco gameplay from Sibling's side. I'm just really eagerly waiting for it, and it's quite eye-satisfying to see a Zebling's hook, especially whenever he just picked Franco. So I'm just hoping to see Kufra from the side of Team Avengers Nepal, especially Zebling's gameplay. Just totally nothing to say. He's just insane with his Kufra. So yeah, I'm waiting to see, So let's see what happened. Will he manage to get his Kufra, or Team Peekaboo will ban Kufra, and that will really make sense.
Yeah, game 1 was really monster. Like, Zebling was monster in the game 1. Really good initiations, really good crowd control, and everything. He was doing everything from the what the tanks will do. Was fulfilling every responsibility, giving visions, giving crowd control. But yeah, Peekaboo will ban the Franco. That Franco is too dangerous, bro. Franco is too dangerous. It's not all in the hand of Zebling, Like, Franco in the hand of Zebling is like, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, that is, and that is the reason why they just banned, Franco. Even if they manage to pick Franco, it's totally hard to play assassins or even melee heroes against a Franco. Like, whenever if they try to play Hayabusa or even the Lancelot Saber, or even if they try to play, Karina, that will be a perfect that's a perfect counter that will get counter by Franco. So whenever if you're planning to play melee heroes, especially assassin, then it's good to put Franco in the ban section. And in the meantime, there is a there's a firm is ban from the side of Team Peekaboo, and in the other side, the first ban phase has been done from the side of Team Avengers Nepal, also Team Peekaboo, and there's a culture ban from that side. So now it's the time to select a hero. So Void is just trying to select a hero. So let's see which hero or role he will select as the first pick from Team Avengers Nepal.
Arlot is open, like Arlot is monster from the earlier stages of the game and 60, but Avengers Nepal will pick the monster in slowing in the enemy. Like Eve is really good in slowing the enemy. Like they won't be able to move. Like it's really good. But you should really pick Yuzong, I guess, from the team Peekaboo. Like Yuzong is really good against those heroes like Parsa, Eve, and you can really pick those assassin like Ling, Hayabusa to counter the Eve. Also the Valentina is open to. Oh no, Peekaboo will get the Kufra. You know that Kufra. Zebling was. I guess Zebling was trying to get the Kufra, but still Peekaboo will try to get the Kufra and won't let Zebling play Kufra.
So here,
Fanny?
wait, and is this trying to
Against
mock on
Kufra?
them?
Yeah,
guess,
like
It really feels like they're just mocking on them. Like they're just playing Fanny against Kufra whenever there's a Kufra in the opponent, and I don't know what's going inside his mind. I know what's going through his mind. We just really don't know what is inside his mind, and especially Sandy. What the hell are you thinking, bro? Like playing, can you just spam the cable against this bouncing ball? I don't know.
yeah, like Sandy will really have the hard time against those
Yeah.
ball of the Kufra. Oh no, what the hell, Sandy? Are you really serious playing Fanny against that Kufra?
Yeah, I'm not also sure for that.
Let's see in the game, like if the Kufra will able to do his like rolls, like bouncing balls.
But
stopping
I
Fanny.
will say, he has guts. He has guts.
Yeah.
Literally, he got the bravest heart. He's just playing Fanny against the Kufra, against the bouncing ball. Assassins are against. Kufra is a nightmare for every single assassin, not only one or two. Like dashing assassin, punctures like a assassin like a Lancelot who can use puncture and get through, dash through everything like a heroes or even Crips. Not only that, Kufra is also a nightmare for Fanny, even Hayabusa, and that is what we were saying. Me and Auluf, we were saying like so I don't know what's going inside his mind, and literally, but I'll keep my eyes on Sandy. I'm just so speechless here. Like maybe he has a plan. He has a plan, special plan for Kufra. Whatever, it can be anything.
Yeah, like he must really have plan. Otherwise, he will just suffer in the game. Like he won't be able to cable freely as like in the game. Kufra will be really trying to stop the Fanny from using those cables and going to the back line. Like usually, Fanny goes to the back line and get those kill on mazes, marksmen, and squeezy hypers. But really, Kufra will be really a nightmare against those Sandy.
Exactly, but I guess in my opinion, Auluf, I guess in my opinion, Peekaboo, they're just winning the draft. They didn't on yet. They didn't on yet, but they are winning the draft. Especially, the venomous pick, even the Masacuti again with a Valentina. Now now he'll be capable to copy the real world manipulation, or even he tried to and he can copy the Nibiru's passion. They didn't on yet, but they are winning it.
Yeah. Surely the picks from the Peekaboo is really good against the team Avengers Nepal. Like everyone is counter against team Avengers Nepal. Like Valentina is really countering the Eve, like real world manipulation, copying the real world manipulation, really zone out in the team fights, like giving like real world manipulation is really huge advantage ultimates in the Mobile Legend. Like it's really the AoE is huge of the real world manipulation, and it will really be good and hybrid picking that Terizilla. It's really good crowd control, and we can see in game 1 the combo of Kufra and Terizula from the team Avengers Nepal. That was really good. That was hell a nightmare for the team Peekaboo. And they really tried that strategy in game 2 against Avengers Nepal. It's like tit for tat, you know. I will use same strategy against you, like they are saying that.
Yes, and definitely. And from the side of Avengers Nepal, still 2 picks left. And Max and Zebling. And definitely Zebling will pick a roamer here. No doubt about that. And there is a Lolita, who is one of the most hardest tank in the Mobile Legend. And you know how hard it is to perform a perfect nominal blast with combined with a flicker, and Max with the Earlord, the master of stashing way, and you know the master of the final slash, the stashing master. And in the other hand, Totoro with the assassin Ling, and also he showed up. Marty's here, so Marty's can be a good pick here against a Fanny, and a tanky heroes, a tanky jungler will be profitable in this game against a Sandy. And you know Fanny is a pure damage dealer, so if you just pick a tanky hero or something, a tanky jungler like Fedging, it will be a little bit nice for them. But I guess a Totoro with a Ling here, so I'm not quite sure about this Ling and how he will play, and I don't know. The time will say, the time will talk. So let's see what happened, and let's hope for the best. And already Avengers Nepal, they're just 1 point ahead on the first game, and it's a do or die for Peekaboo. And I'm just not quite sure, especially the Totoro's pick, Ling. You know, Ling needs a very good hand, swift hand. Ling requires a perfect user. So let's hope for the best. And Totoro is an assassin player, so I guess he knows what he's doing against Avengers Nepal, and he's quite sure about his picking. Well, so the comparison are set. So let's find out who would win the battle, and it's a dead battle because it will be a do or die for them. From Costa Desk, I'm here, Worker Mehemo to burn the ground. Alongside with me, Auluf is here. So in-game live action, I'm just directly moving on to Auluf, and he will describe the live in-game scenario.
It's really hard for the team Avengers Nepal, you know. Like to initiate from the Lolita, there are really counters like Cobra. They will really try to stop that Luminum Blast. Like and Lolita will not be able to execute that ultimate of her properly. There are many counters like Terizala, you can disrupt the ult of the Lolita, and there is Cobra, and there is Valentina. They will really be able to like disrupt the initiations coming from the Lolita, you know. And oh, that was a huge initiation coming from the Cobra, and Arlot is really low on the health. And I was saying like it's really good team composition coming from the team Peekaboo. Like they have really good CC, they have really good late game heroes, they have really good early game heroes. Like Cobra and Terizala will be really good in the early games, and Ling and Carry will be very good in the later stages of the game. Like they have perfect team combination, but still the game may go on both sides. Like it's the player who will play, and the game might go in both sides. Like we really need to see the game and decide whether the game will go on which side. Yeah, we really need to see the game.
Yes, definitely. And we might see a fight in the top lane here, but you know, Hybrid seems quite ready. You know, the early damage from Terizla is quite good, especially with the hammer strike. Like that still got the damage, and there is a, oh my goodness! Look at the initiation of the Kufra, and there's a part of his blood as secret by Totoro, and there's a Templars of Blade try to give a triple X combo, but not today. And there is a triple X combo, and the double kill here. Oh my goodness! And Totoro really doing his job, and that was, you know, totally eye satisfying to see. And I was in hype, like whenever I just saw the way he just performed the Templars of Blade with a triple X combo, like connecting 3 swords in a row, and there's a nominal blast, but unfortunately nobody home. Zebling just, you know, oh, okay, so that was a fake. That was a fake nominal blast. So that is what I was saying. Why Zebling is escaping, and he's a Lolita? Then who the hell performed that? You know, the nominal blast. Then I just realized that was the fake one, and that was the Valentina. You know, Valentina really good with this kind of work.
Yeah, it's really good team composition coming from the team Peekaboo. You know, they really have those good initiations coming from the Kufra, and it will be easy. The turtle will be easily taken by the team Peekaboo. Like Avengers Nepal is really quite facing hard time against those heroes. Like Peekaboo have perfectly counter every heroes from the team Avengers Nepal, and they will face the hard time. You know, there is Kufra that's really rotating in every lens and getting kills. Like is really initiating well, and Sandy will go in, but there will be no kill, and Tyrant's Revenge coming in from the Kufra, but there will be no one to follow up. And Valentina using Luminum Blast, fake Luminum Blast, and oh my god, Ling will get the kill, and the Tempest of Blade is being used on real world manipulation is being used by the. Oh no! And Kufra is low on health, and Sandy will be able to take the kill from the Kufra. That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was not only a hell of a fight, but also that was a nice trade, and the trade has been taken by the Fanny. The Fanny already secured the 2 kills in a row. Maybe the Totoro playing well for 4 kills. The KDA seems quite fine, but Fanny is not that much behind. If you compare against Totoro, Fanny is not that behind enough. So there's a Clock of Destiny, in the meantime, secured by Masakuri, and in the other hand, there's a Blade of Hephaestus is also secured by Sandy in the same time. And there's a use of Cutthroat. Hybrid might be in trouble, and there is a Nominal Blast and Zeppelin. He is a tank, but he just secured the kill of the Teresla. The both team just trying to give their best, and I'm really enjoying the game a lot because the trade is equal and the fight is going on. Look at the Cabalist coming from the Fanny, and there's a Speedy Light will cast by the same time for hand kick, and there's a little real world manipulation and the bouncing ball from Kupra, and in the meantime there is also fake real world manipulation, fake and the real one. Which one is the real? Nobody knows. And whenever we just cast against Valentina, it really makes me confused. And also in the meantime, Turtle has been spawned in the land of Dawn, and there's a Titan's Revenge and Hammer Strike combined with the penalty zone, but this time Masakuri secured the Turtle here. Totoro with the Berserker Spirit, now he is capable to deal a high amount of critical damage, and Totoro will now deal a critical damage, and that will hurt a lot. That will hurt a lot to Avengers Nepal.
Like Fanny is really the early game hero, and Ling is late game hero. And Fanny's potential will be quite low in the later stages of the game, but Ling will have higher damages going in the later stage of the game. So if we go like this, then the team Peekaboo will have definitely the bigger advantage. Yeah, and
Definitely.
we can see the item like Beatrix is going for the Blade of Despair, but it's still not complete. But he built Fury's Hammer to get the extra pain. Like Fury's Hammer is really good component for the it's the component of Hunter Strike, but it's really good component. This is like the meta item component, and here comes the initiation coming from the Kufra, and that was really good and got the kill from the Arlord. What the initiation? Oh my god. Like Team Avengers
Exactly.
is having really hard time, and Luminum Blast getting one member, and the real world manipulation coming from the Evan fake real world manipulation, and Sandy goes in giving those damages. Fanny gets the kill, a double kill. Tempest of Blade is being used by the Ling, but it still won't be enough. Fanny going for the Ling. Oh, but they
Oh,
are
no.
both low on
Not
energy.
Not
They are
enough
both low on
energy, and Sandy
Ling
was
energy.
just tried to give
Yeah.
a chase, Sandy was tried to give a chase, but he was just saying like, lucky enough, Ling, you were just lucky enough today. I was just out of energy. Otherwise, it will be a nightmare for you. You just escape. I was out of mana, and there's again a Cabal spam is coming on, and Max secured the kill of Handkick. There's a Nominal Blast coming on. In the meantime, there is a Tyrant's Revenge, and Arlord is trying to get some damage with the slashes coming on from this side, and the dashes in the meantime, and Venomous secured the kill of Arlord, and now the trade seems quite equal. 7 kills from the side of Avengers Nepal. In the other hand, 8 kills in a row. Still, they're just taking the lead. And if you have a look on the goal difference between these two teams, like 22k gold from the side of Team Peekaboo, and in the other hand, 19k goals from the side of Team Avengers Nepal. And again, the turtle has been spawned in the land of Dawn in the riverside, and there is a Tyrant's Red, but unfortunately nobody home, and there's a white crystal to check the bushes. And the both team will try to take the turtle here because there's a rush going on in the turtle lane. So now it's a matter of time to see which team managed to take the turtle. And there's a nominal blast, and Totoro secured the turtle. And you know, still the good thing is Totoro didn't die yet. And there's a use of Council. Are about to see gank in the top lane, but there's a spider cable coming off from the Fanny, and he just realized the threats can be come on from the top lane, and just wisely he just escaped from the situation. There's a hammer strike in the main time and also the real world manipulation burned out, and there's a Templar supply trying to get a triple X combo, 4x combo coming on from the Ling, and unstoppable from Ling. Massive QD seeking the kill of Void, and also Max might be in trouble, and he is. Handcake seeking the kill of Max, and the total Avengers Nepal, they're just out of number. They are in danger. And now this Peekaboo seems quite serious in this game, guys. They're just quite serious in this game. Those who are watching from the Nepal, and I guess you guys having a very bad time because the both top Nepali team just clashing to each other. So it's too hard to select a team, I guess. I guess I'm right, you know. I'll have to choose a side whenever the two top Nepali teams just clashing on each other. So it's really hard to select and take one part.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to like. I'm biggest fan of these both teams. You know, they really are both good teams. But really, Avengers Nepal really lost the draft. You know, like they are a really bad team. They have really bad team composition. Like Peekaboo have really good counters against those heroes like Fanny, Beatrix, Eve. And they are having a hard time, but Sandy is still signing in the game. He's still able to get those kills, and he's really carrying this game. Like, yeah, Lolita is still giving vision, but still the biggest carry in this game for Avengers Nepal is, and the Tyrant's Rage and Tyrant's Revenge coming from the Kufra, and really big damage on the Lolita, but still it won't be able to get the kill. Sandy going in the back line, but he will retreat for now. That was really nice. The team fight, they really played in discipline with it. They said we won't take this team fight. It won't be advantageous for us, and they went for the neutral objective like Lord. And I guess Team Peekaboo will get easily Lord. Yeah, there was no contest coming from the team Avengers Nepal. They really, oh my God, that was huge damage coming from the Fanny to the Ling. Fanny is still using out huge damage. Like, yeah, Fanny is really signing coming in this stage of the game. Like, Avengers
yes, exactly.
Nepal, Avengers Nepal are really...
Yeah, exactly. The damages of Fanny is not that bad enough because it's not late game actually, but it's, you know, almost late. But there's a Tyrant's Revenge, but inside the wall that was a missing gauge, and Handcake secured the kill. There's a triple X combo, try to get a 4x combo, but Ling just took a lot of damage up tower, and you know, he just sacrificed himself, and that was a pretty bad decision to my opinion. And Kufra is trying to, you know, perform a perfect Tyrant's Rage here, and there's also a bouncing ball. And if we talk about a neutral objective, and you know, Peekaboo, they're just very good with that, and they're just seeking the Lord here. So they're just very good with seeking the objectives, even if as you say, the seeking the neutral objectives. And here Handcake in the meantime also seeking the tower. Couple of tower has been taken down from the side of Team Peekaboo, and also the Lord has been taken down in the meantime. Not hard enough. It's the early stage Lord, not raged enough. So yes, the taking the Lord was too easy. And if you have a look at the items, Lord has the physical penetration, also Hunter Strike, and also the Blade of Hephaestus coming on from the Fanny in the other side, and the Ling with the Berserker Spirit Wind Chakra combined with the Endless Battle seems quite fine for Ling. And Valentina is quite ready to to make the magic penetration also with the Clock of Destiny. And speaking of the Beatrix side, the build path, as you guys can see, nothing fancy at all. Usual build for Beatrix: physical penetration, Blade of Despair, Nothing new at all. There's a Luminal Blast. Unfortunately, there is nobody. Helmet fake Luminal Blast popped up in the meantime. Sandy secret the kill of Mass Security. Fight is going on. Look at the Spirit Light Wheel damage is coming from the Handcake and Void. He seems quite conscious in this game. Totoro just trying to get Zebling, and there's a real world manipulation. Are you about to see a 2x combo at least? But no. And Void this time secret the kill of Totoro. You know, you did a lot. You did a lot enough, brother, but you know, my damage with the Nibiru was quite hard. Even now, it's a quite late game, you know, according to the Mobile Legend, 13 minutes is a huge time. So the damage is coming from the Batrix. It's totally high to take and totally hard, you know. The burst damage coming from Batrix with the penetration combined with the Hunter Strike also provide a good amount of movement speed. So now it will be hard for them, especially Team Peekaboo, to deal against the Batrix, you know.
You really need to focus on those Fanny and Beatrix. You really need to control the stream member of Team AVENGERS Nepal and Peekaboo will. Oh, Luminum Blast coming on! Final stress coming from the Arlot and Terizilla initiating on those two members, but it won't be enough. There will be no follow-up coming from the Team Peekaboo, and Team Avengers will get the kill against Terizilla, and they will go ahead with the Lord. I guess they are really low on the team. From the Team Peekaboo. Oh no, final slash coming in from, and the Fanny secured the Lord in the late stage of the game. What the hell? Avengers Nepal were really losing from the early game, like earlier stages of the game, and they are really coming back in the late stage of the game. Oh my god, they really are playing well, coming in the late stage of the game. Like we can see in the team composition, like Team Peekaboo is really good.
But you know what? Alup, the bad thing about, you know, the Team Avengers Nepal, I guess you noticed that just the Lolita, they just missed. He just missing maximum of his ultimate. Like he's just missing his ultimate, and if he managed to connect, just he's connecting to one hero, and every single time, whenever he just trying to perform a perfect nominal blast, he's just missing it, because you know it's totally easy to escape from the nominal blast because it takes a couple of microseconds to perform. So I guess picking a Lolita is not a good decision at all. So every time I just watching Zevling, he is good with every single tank, but he's having a very bad time, a hard time, especially casting the nominal blast every single time. Whenever he's just trying to give a perfect ultimate, he's just missing it, or even he's not missing it, he's just only managing to get one or highest two hero. Two hero is just quite rare. It is every time whenever he's just casting, he's just getting one hero, and that is the bad thing of Avengers Nepal picking the Lolita, and that really makes sense, and that is the thing I'm just noticing from the very first beginning.
Yeah. But Sandy is quite playing really well against that Kufra. You know, he's really just dodging those Kufras, bouncing ball, and he's really playing well against that team composition. And Ling is really low using Tempest of Blade. Oh my god, Carrie gets the kill against the Fanny. And Team Peekaboo, I think they will try to end the game. They will go from the mid lane, I guess. Like the minion is coming in from the mid lane, and I think they should try to take the mid lane torrent as soon as possible, but still they are low on minion, and Arlot will clear the lane. They must really take the advantage of the absence of the Sandy, you know, from in this situation. Like they should really take those inhibitor torrents to win the game. But still, Beatrix is the queen in clearing the lane. She really clears the lane quite well, and Team Peekaboo will not be able to toss the inhibitor torrent. They really are planning to wait for the Lord, I guess.
Yes, and still, you know, 16 seconds left to spawn another Lord here in the land of John, and this Lord will be a Rage Lord. And are we about to see a fight in the blue buff? But the bad thing is Fanny already lost his blue buff, and I guess Sandy will try to take the opponent's blue buff, but I guess Ling won't let that happen here. But I'm just pretty sure that we'll see a fight in the Lord's lane. But it's a 17 minutes running in the land of John already. The goal difference is not that much high enough. Both of these teams are trying very hard, especially Team Peekaboo just struggling to get a victory because if they want to take it to a BO3 format, then they must have to win this game. So let's hope for the best and let's see what happens.
Cupra needs to take care of the Beatrix. You know, Beatrix is really giving huge damage, or else he can try for the maze. If Team Peekaboo catches those two heroes, then it will be easy win for the Team Peekaboo. But like Boyd and Lemon, their positioning is quite well. They are just, making those positions like opponent really can't catch them, and they are really good at positioning themselves. Like Lolita is giving good vision, and they really are making good positions. And I guess Lynx will try to start the Lord, like to end the game properly. Like Blue Wolf hasn't really spawned, and Fanny is out of blue, and he really should start the Lord fight, Lord dance, as the Fanny is low on blue, and the energy cost of the Fanny will be higher when she won't have the blue, and they really should take the advantage of that. Otherwise, it will be hard time. And Luminum Blast coming in from the Lolita, and guess, oh my god, a roll manipulation, and Beatrix is also giving huge damage. Kufra Tyrant's Revenge with the flicker combo, and penalty zone coming in from the Terizilla. What the hell, Peekaboo? Oh my god. And I guess no, there is still, Kufra finds the
shit.
He won't let Eve recall. And Team Peekaboo will try to end the game. That Eve will not have time. Kufra is still delaying Eve, and the game goes to game 8. Oh my god, that was hell of a team fight coming from the Team Peekaboo. That was really good initiations coming from the Team Peekaboo. Like Kufra was really good, Terizilla was really initiating, like giving follow-up to the Kufra, and that was really good game. Like team composition coming from the team Peekaboo was really good. Like from the earlier stages of the game to later stages of the game, Terizilla and Kufra, they were fulfilling their performance like duties, like responsibility. From the early stages of the game to late stages of the game, they were giving initiations like follow-up, and Ling was really good giving those combos and Tempest of Blade, and and carry. That was really good coming from the marksman. Huge damage to the opponent team. Sandy really did good well against that team composition. There was Kufra, there was Terizilla obstructing to those cables, but still Fanny played really well. And Lemon, that was really good real world manipulation, zoning, giving damage, but still it wasn't enough. And Team Peekaboo will take the game 2. And we'll be right back taking the game 3. Please wait. And we'll be right back with the game 3.
Otherwise, it will be a nightmare for you. You just escape. I was out of mana, and there's again a cable spam is coming on, and Max, you get the kill of Hancake. There's a nominal blast coming on. In the meantime, there is a Tyrant's Revenge, and our Lord is trying to get some damage with the.
That was really good initiation coming from the Javelin. He's really getting those good CCs, and is he really chasing Hayabusa right now?
Yeah, I know that. He just chasing Hayabusa because they don't want to get him recall, and the base has been locked. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake call out. In the meantime, mega kill secured by Lemon, babbling with the kill.
Oh
Hybrid
my god!
is taken down by the hand of Zeppelin. Oh my god, it really makes me believe, is he tank or the damage dealer? And there's a quad shadow also. Oh my god, which one is the real? Nobody knows. And whenever we just cast against Valentina, it really makes me confused. And also in the meantime, Turtle has been spawned in the land of Dawn, and there's a Tyrant's Revenge and Hammer Strike combined with the penalties.
And Tyrant's Revenge coming in from the Kufra, but there will be no one to follow up. And Valentina using Luminum Blast, fake Luminum Blast, and oh my god, Ling will get the kill, and the Tempest of Blade is being used on real world manipulation, is being used by the. Oh no, Split. but he built Fury's hammer to get the extra pain. Like Fury's hammer is really good component for the, like it's the component of Hunter Strike, but it's really good component. This is like the meta item component, and here comes the initiation coming from the Koopa, and that was really good.
Threats can be come on from the top lane, and just wisely he just escaped from the situation. There's a hammer strike in the main champ come in the, and also the real world manipulation burned out, and there's a Templar play trying to get a triple X combo, 4x combo coming on from the Ling, and unstoppable from Ling. Massive QD seeking the kill of Void, and also Max might be in trouble. Today there is nobody. Helmet fake Luminal Blast popped up in the meantime. Sandy seeking the kill of Massive QD. Fight is going on. Look at the Spirit Light Wheel damage is coming from the Handcake on Void. He seems quite conscious in this game. Totoro just trying to get Zebling, and there's a real world manipulation. Are you about to see a 2x combo at least? But no.
But it will be hard time, and Luminum Blast coming in from the Lolita, and guess, oh my god, a roll manipulation, but and Beatrix is also giving huge damage. Koopa Tyrant's Revenge with the flicker combo, and penalty zone coming in from the Terizilla. What the hell, Peekaboo? Oh my.
Early damage from Terizla is quite good, especially with the hammer strike. Like that still got the damage, and there is a, oh my goodness, look at the initiation of the Kufra, and there's a first blood as secret by Totoro, and there's a Templar Blade try to give a triple X combo, but not today, and there is a triple wise, otherwise, it will be a nightmare for you. You just escape. I was out of mana, and there's again this Cabal spam is coming on, and Max seeking the kill of Handcake. There's a Nominal Blast coming on. In the meantime, there is a Tyrant's Revenge, and Arlord is trying to get some damage with the.
That was really good initiation coming from the Javelin. He's really giving those good CCs, and is he really chasing Hayabusa right now?
Yeah, I know that. He just chasing Hayabusa because they don't want to get him recall, and the base has been locked. Damages are solid. Penalty zone. Fake calls out in the meantime. Mega kill secured by Lemon. Zebling with the kill.
Oh
Hybrid
my god.
is taken down by the hand of Zebling. Oh my god, it really makes me believe, is he tank or the damage dealer? And there's a quad shadow also. Oh my god, which one is the real? Nobody knows. And whenever we just cast against Valentina, it really makes me confused. And also in the meantime, Turtle has been spawned in the land of John, and there's a Tyrant's Revenge and Hammer Strike combined with the penalties.
And Tyrant's Revenge coming in from the Kufra, but there will be no one to follow up. And Valentina using Luminum Blast, fake Luminum Blast, and oh my god, Ling will get the kill, and the Tempest of Blade is being used on real world manipulation is being used by the. Oh no, Blade. But he built Fury's hammer to get the extra pain. Like Fury's hammer is really good component for the, like it's the component of Hunter Strike, but it's really good component. This is like the meta item component, and here comes the initiation coming from the Koopa, and that was really good. Welcome back, guys. We are in the game 3 against the team AVENGERS, Nepal, and Peekaboo. Like they were really having serious game in game 1, game 2, and we can see that the Kufra and Terizilla is really good combo. Like they really are having great games. Like in game 1, team AVENGERS Nepal were playing the Kufra and Terizilla, and they really have the great time. And in game 2, Peekaboo used same strategy, Kufra, Terizilla. Kufra initiates and Terizilla follow-ups, and there is no escape, and damage coming out from the other teammates, and the game is really over. They really have good times, and yeah, like Kufra was really big factor in both of those games, initiating really good. Like Venomous and Zebling, they are both quite good at initiating, playing Kufra, and they really good, did their job really good. Like that was really good. That was biggest play of today. Like Kufra play was really big, and team AVENGERS banned the Kufra. That was really needed ban, as Kufra was quite dominating from the game 1 and game 2, and Masa Cutie already picked the Valentina. Is it really good to pick Valentina as the first pick? Like Valentina won't be able to really copy. If there are no good ultimates, then Valentina will be only using his first skill and second skill. Like it's really not good, like going in the game. But still, let's see how Valentina will get in the game, like how he really plays. Like Team Avengers already know Valentina is already picked, and Team Avengers will not give him like good ultimates. But here comes Max taking the Terizilla, and Masakuti will be able to copy the penalty zone coming from the Terizilla. Like is it really good to give those ultimates to Valentina? Like Valentina was already picked in the first phase, they really must pick those counters against Valentina. Like you really need to do that. Like if counter is not picked, then Valentina will have the really good time, and she will give the huge. She will really give those hard times to Team Avengers Nepal, and Peekaboo will really try to pick Lapu Lapu. Are they really gonna try to pick Lapu Lapu? Like Terizala is really good against Lapu Lapu. Like in other stages of the game, like when they won't hit the level 4 and they won't get their ultimates, Lapu Lapu is a little bit weaker for against the Terizala, and those other stages are really important for those XP heroes, like zoning the minions, and those strategies really works well. And let's see in the XP lane what will happen. And from the team Peekaboo, the marksman will be picked, and it will be Beatrix, and Beatrix is really good, but Team Avengers has picked marksman too, and it will be Brody. Brody will be the great assets to the Team Avengers Nepal, as Brody is slightly stronger in older stages of the game. Like Brody deals huge damage from the earlier stages of the game while comparing to the Beatrix. Yeah, Beatrix will might lose the laning phase, but the rotation coming from the both teams, it may help the marksman to get their farm. But still, it's really hard to decide in this phase of the game. But when we compare those two heroes, like the potential, like comparing only those two heroes, not comparing the team fights and those rotation, Brody will be really strong. And the ban coming from the team Avengers, it will be Lolita. But Lolita really did quite good job in the game too. Like there were really counters like Terizila, Kufra. Lolita was not able to use her Luminum Blast properly. But Lolita will be bad. Like Lolita will be really good counter against Lunox and Brody. Yeah, like it's really good ban, but still it's good ban, but it's really not needed, I guess. And Team Peekaboo will try to ban Grok. Hmm. I think Grok, yeah, Zebling is quite good on the Grok, so they really ban Grok. It may be respect ban for the Zebling. Yeah, Zebling is quite good, but let's not forget that Hyper is not picked from the both sides. I guess the Hyper heroes will be banned in this last two ban section. Like they really need to ban those Hyper heroes, like Ling, Hayabusa. But they banned roams. Like they are banning roams. They are really quite decreasing the hero pool coming in from the roam. Are they really trying to reduce the hero pool of the ROM only? Like Hyper is open, and Hayabusa, Ling, Fanny, they are all open, and Kufra is banned. And yeah, but still Ministar is open, but still those assassins are open, and Totoro and Sandy is really good on those assassins. Like they really needed to ban those assassin heroes. Yeah, they really needed to focus on those heroes. Oh my god, like can we see those ROM heroes ban in this coming in game 3? Like there are like 6, 7, 8 tank heroes banned. Like seriously, it's only ROM heroes that are banned and coming in the game 3. That's really surprising, you know. All the rooms are banned, but still Akai is open and Fredrin is open. Like Tank Zongler is still open, and Totoro will pick Fredrin. Yeah, like Fredrin is good against Ling. Sandy Sandy will have hard time against Pedrin, but Totoro will take the Lancelot. Lancelot, I guess they will go for the tank slot. They need to go to tank slot as opponent team has carry team composition, and
Mhm.
this Lancelot really need to build tank build.
Yes, exactly. Now it's time for Avengers Nepal. Sandy's turn to pick a Ling, and in the other hand, Totoro this time with a Lancelot. So definitely, I guess they saw that they witnessed the first game between Ping Pong versus Crackheads. So Totoro might know if he try to make damage Lancelot, so it don't work. So definitely Totoro will try to go for the tanks a lot. So, in the other hand, just speaking of the total Avengers Nepal drafting and picking side, and here Zebling with a Minnesota, and definitely he will roam from his side because we all know Zebling. Zebling is a roamer. So, and in the other hand, Venomous with a Kai, the skin of Kai, the Kung Fu Panda skin, Pancake with a Beatrix, Hybrid with a Lapu Lapu, and Masakuri again with a Valentina, and in the other Lemon this time with the Mistress of Chaotic Assault and the Order, the Lunax Max with the Teresla, Void with the the Brody. So the picking from both sides seems quite tricky, and the lineup is very well, and this game will decide who will merge forward to the MCB tournament 2023 presented by Mobile Legend Bang Bang. So the comparison are set. So let's find out who would win this final battle in the land of Dawn. From Costa I'm here, Walker Mehmel to burn the ground, and alongside with me, Auluf is here. So in-game live action, I'm directly moving on to Auluf.
Yeah, we were talking about the Lancelot, but still Lancelot is in his damage build. Like you can see his emblem, like it's assassin emblem. It's not the jungle emblem, so we can see is we will be going in the damage build, as in those assassin emblem tank build won't be as good as the damage build in those emblem. But still, like they really are picking the damage build, in Lancelot. They are really paid up of like tank build, tank slot, and they are really going in for damage. I want the damage Lancelot. They are like Nepal teams really love to play damage Lancelot, and I don't know, it will be really effective. Like the tank slot is the meta of current game in current MLBB land of Dawn. But they are really playing the damage build, and Zebling is quite poking. The poking ability of Zebling is quite good. Like Minister is quite good. Like the King Spear will be really good against for hooking like enemies. It's really like the good better version of Franco. It can
Even
go
the
through
range is more bigger.
yeah. It can go through minions too. Like it's the better version of the hook of the Franco. But you really need to land on those hooks, and I think they are really trying to take the turtle and zoning the. But turtle is still. Oh my god, that was quite a good hook coming from the Zebling. But it won't be enough damage of the Lunox as in the earlier stages of the game, the Maze won't have the enough damage. Maze will have to build those Clock of Destiny, Lightning Trunction, and those items will give the Maze damage, and in early stages of the game there won't be enough damage from the mazes. They are only able to poke the heroes, and it won't be enough to get the kill. And the turtle has already spawned, and Akai is really giving the vision of the opponent team, like is really good in giving those vision, and Venomous is quite good for that. Like Venomous is quite good in giving the vision of the opponent team. He's really quite doing good stuff in every game, like from the game 1 to game 3, he's really giving good visions, but really taking huge damage. Zepling, oh my god, King's calling, but Akai, oh my god, penalty zone coming in from the Terizilla, but Terizilla will be taken down by the Lancelot. Ling, oh my god, fast head coming in from the Sandy. What the hell? But
yeah, I really, I really enjoyed the way he just, the way he just burned his templates of blade, and the way he just performed triple X combo and escape from the situation, like the way he just fly through the wall, and there's a fight, and there is a Phantom execution. It's not a tank a lot, so no sustain, and the kill has been taken down. And also he might be in trouble. Lemon might be in trouble, and yes, he is. taken the kill by Hybrid. The third phase of the Bravest Warrior Hammer Strike is coming on in the meantime. Fight is going on, and the King Spear, will it work? But Zebling is running out of mana. So the equal trade is running on in the land of Dawn between the two Nepali giant, Peekaboo versus Avengers Nepal.
Also not quite ahead. Like Team Peekaboo are not quite ahead. Like there's only 200 gold cap. You know, they are really are not quite behind, and the score is 2-2. It's equal, and the game is quite going equal. Like they are both fighting for the supremacy, but they are not finding those kills. Like they really need those kills to have the advantage, but the both teams are not quite really having good times to find those kills. Like the rotation of the both teams are quite good, and they are just clashing, and they really kind of like they really aren't finding those comfortable kills. You know, they just are getting kills from those. Like it's really hard. They are not really getting comfortable kills, and if this continues, then both teams will have really hard time. They must need those comfortable kills. They really need to pick up those kills.
You know what? The good thing is, like, both of this team, like, they're quite conscious, even they're not taking unusual fights, because they both know well it is a do or die for them, because both of these teams just hanging, you know, with a tiny little wear, just hanging in the wall with a tiny little wear, where both team on 1-1 game equal, and there is a King's Spear also. King's, you know, the King's Call burned out in the same time, and there's a heavy spin try to pin him in the wall, and there's a Hammer Strike combined with the penalty zone and mass security stick to the kill of Void, who is a goal laner from the top side, and it was a much needed gang. Now the lead has been taken from the side of Team Peekaboo, and like they're just having a very good time, you know. Like now they're just taking the lead, and the 14k gold, even not that much high, but still every single difference will count. And there's a Thorn Rose to escape from the situation. The immunity skill, the Lemon with a chaotic castle and secure the kill. And in the other side, in the other section, Totoro having a very bad time with this, you know, the damaged Lancelot, and the kill is taken down by Teresla, by Max. They're just having a, you know, the both of the team. Oh, okay. Now this lead has been taken down by the team Avengers Nepal side.
Yeah. That was really good team fight coming in from the Avengers Nepal in the top lane. Yeah, like that Akai was really overstaying his welcome. Like is really overstaying, trying to get the kill on those top lane, but he got baited, and heavy spin coming in from the Akai, and is really zoning, and Lancelot really took advantage of that heavy spin. Wow, Akai was really zoning for the turtle, and Lancelot did his job. He really secured the turtle, and that was huge advantage coming in from the team Peekaboo. Like that was really good. He really took the advantage of that heavy spin, and that's the job of the roamer, like giving CC to the opponent hyper during the time of like retreeing. Yeah, you need to retreat, but still when you have CC, you won't be able to click the retreat, so you won't be able to secure the turtle, and that was good coming in from the Akai. That was really good job. Devlin was trying to zone by using that King's Calling, but still it wasn't enough. Like heavy spin was really good coming in from the Venomous, and it was really effective against Team Avengers Nepal. Ooh, are we seeing some fights? Venomous is quite low on health, and I think, oh my god, Venomous is really low on health, and they are really trying to get the kill, but they won't be overstaying. Like they really should play the disciplined game, as it is game 3, and it will be the last game. The winner of this game will be the winner of this best of 3 round. That was
Yes,
really
and
good.
definitely. And here, just both Avengers Nepal, they're just trying to gang down Lapu Lapu, but they just changed their mind and moving to the mid lane, as you guys can see. And there's the King's Spear, and also in the meantime, there's the King's Calling penalties on bound down in the meantime, and there's a Lemon again with a kill, and they're just marching towards the mid lane, and they will take down the mid lane's TR1 tower. And in the top hand, Lancelot is trying to secure the top lane's TR1 tower, which was a good decision. It's quite equal, but you know, losing mid lane is bad than you know, losing the top lane or even bot lane. Mid lane really does matter, you know. Mid lane really does matter. Again, there's a turtle, not turtle. The turtle is turned into a lord. So the Avengers Nepal or Team Peekaboo will try to get a fight in the Turtles lane, and definitely the team who will manage to take the Lord here will get some benefit, like get some pushes, or even engage team fight, or even isolate some heroes, or even give a split push. There's a multiple gameplay, there's a multiple gameplay of Lord, so the taking Lord is not that much bad. And there's a fight is going on, and this time Totoro seeking the kill of Max. There's a heavy spin to stash them away, to zone the enemy out. And there's the bravest warrior. The CC phase is coming on, and there's a Thorn Rose and Hybrid this time seeking the kill of Zebling, and they just won the team fight, and probably they will go for the Lord, and they will take the Lord. But Sandy is here, and he might use his Swift Hand Retribution skill to secure the Lord from the lion's mouth. And here is the Phantom Execution, but Sandy with the perfect Swift Hand Retribution skill really does matter, and he just really showed his class, and he is a jungler. He again proves it, because whenever you just play jungle, whenever you just play the role of hyper, the one thing you might notice, like you have to have a good hand with using retribution. You must have to get a good hand on retribution, Swift Hand Retribution skill, and that is what Sandy just showed up in this game. It was like a just tiny little fox just stolen a piece of flesh from lion's mouth, from the lion's den. That is what Sandy just did right now, like the whole team was there trying to get the Lord, but Sandy was out of nowhere, came up and used the retribution and steal the Lord. And there's a fight going on, trying to get some combo. Sandy against the kill of Handkick. Fight is going on, penalties on, Hammer Strike coming on, but there's a chaotic assault coming from Lunax, Chaos Assault, Lemon this time seeking the kill of Venomous, and you know what? And now just it really makes me believe, the Team Avengers Nepal will take down the couple of towers, and it really makes me believe, and they will try to get the victory over Team Peekaboo. And as I noticed, Team Peekaboo just making just multiple mistakes, like they're just even taking the unusual team fights when they're just out of gold. Who takes team fight whenever you guys are out of gold, just trying to get some gold and trying to make some item, then you guys will take the fight, because you guys have the latent potential, so no need to take unusual team fight.
Lancelot is really not able to sustain. It's giving out his damage is really useful, but still the sustain matters in this meta, like the tank jungler, the sustain, the one who sustains the most is really winning the game. And heavy spin, but the resource will be wasted coming in from the Akai, and the team initiations will be done. And Lancelot going in using Tempest of Blitz, and Lunox getting
look at the combo.
Oh, that was really good. Oh, Link still going in for the Lancelot, but I guess they are outnumbered. Team Peekaboo is outnumbered, and they will try to end the game as it's 2 versus 5, and they really need to defend the base. But Lancelot and Valentine are quite bad at clearing the lane, and they are against 5 members. It will be really bad for the Team Peekaboo. And oh, the passive to the torrent, it has cleared the minion, and yeah, they really won't be able to end the game. But the Lord is spawning in 15 seconds, and it will be bad for the Team Peekaboo. Like, yeah, they really need to contest for the Lord. Like, they really need to do it. Oh my god, that was amazing damage coming in from the Lancelot, but still Sandy will survive, and they will try to take the Lord. That was good team fight coming in from the Avengers. Avengers really like level up their game, like they took it to the next step coming in the, oh my god, that was amazing penalty zone coming in, and Brody takes the kill from the Tempest of Blades, and Valentina gets taken down. Lapu Lapu using the bravest warrior still gives the CC. Oh my god, Lancelot going in giving damage, and Terizla gets taken down. Ling coming back in the team fight. Oh, Zevlin gets taken down. Sandy again for the Lord, but Matrix takes down the Link. Sandy! That was
Sandy just saves the day, and now I'm just gonna say the word. Those who are watching from Nepal, those who are watching from Nepal, you guys can put your money on Handkick. Handkick won't disappoint you. The gameplay he just gave right now is just totally, money-worthy gameplay that really worth money. You guys can put your money on them on Hankik, and Hankik will disappoint you. And there's a word from the heaven that I used to say, and there's a magic penetration coming off from mass security, and the Lord is just approaching from the top lane. So now at this point, team Avengers Nepal, they might be in little trouble because the Lord this time, the Lord is obviously it's a raged Lord. So let's see, will they manage to capitalize the moment, or the total circumstances saying like right now that the moment could be moment could be for Team Peekaboo. So there is a chance for them. The total circumstances saying this, the moment is for them. So let's see what happened in the land of Dawn. So let's hope for the best. So don't lose up. Still, there's a lot more to say, a lot more to watch, and a lot more to witness. And let's see the thing that I usually say every time, the word which team has the left from Suggest County here, Walker Memos, alongside with the Lofies here to rock and roll, and I'm here to burn the ground. And one thing that I would like to mention, the prize pool is huge, like $2,000. Could you guys imagine? That's a hell of a good prize in the MCP final. The prize pool is huge. Even the diamonds, the in-game currency value is also higher, and so there's no time for discussion. Heavy's to be coming on, but I guess I might be in trouble. Sandy's just trying to make a scope here, trying to get momentum. Templates are played. Are we about to get the double combo as left? But no, the whole team, because as I said, there's just a escape situation. No, just hold on. Don't take a unusual team fight. We'll get a moment. Just hold on. That is what they're just thinking right now. This is one lose against the team. Eventually, there's no hope. They're destroying them because the ability they have in this game, the potential they have in this game, they have the lame, like Pancake is playing quite well. No, he's having that bad idea, like he's quite suffocating in many areas. The fight going chaotic. First, there's a big rush time. Hunting through everything, lands a lot, having a very good time, make a kill, double hit, 16 there's also kill play, but the lane just went oh my god, I was saying it was pretty bad. It was over, it was on my side, like, that was too much. That was totally unusual.
Yeah, that's what was trying to get this kill.
Who was that?
He was very good. Yeah, they're destroying games, like that one again. It was like I know, very bad decision,
They have to suffer for this.
Yeah, like Healing is really starting the Lord now, and Red is really doing the Lord, like Healing, spread damage, like finishing damage, and Peekaboo, like I is really getting on this link. They're really considering this link. They're trying to blown out by using King and like penalty zone coming in. Oh no! After giving huge damage, but that's not oh yeah, very wise move, and Zeppelin might be in trouble. Look at the damage coming from Landslide with a physical penetration, and as the penetration comes on, and trying to everything. Look at the damage coming from the Landslide, but not worth yet. Now, Floyd with the second skill, good high amount of CC with a turn apart memory, really took him off from the game, and that is how he plays, and Floyd really did his job. And now the whole team, from both sides, they're just out of number 2 from the side of Team Peekaboo, 2 from the side of Avengers Nepal. And they might take the Lord here, but the trade fight equal, but the way he just Lancelot played the Totoro, the way he just punched through everything, punched through those minions, even those enemies, that's totally eye-satisfying to see. And assassin players just really showing their class, proving their capability, especially Totoro. And don't forget about Sandy game. Totally, they did quite well. And hats off for both of these gentlemen. They're totally, taking my respect. Oh, the camera really get on the leading. That was very good. Yeah, that's really good for the team Peekaboo. Like, I really took out the
oh, amazing phantom execution out of nowhere.
But Tabling is quite low and penalty coming from the Terry. That's really good. Brody really low and Valentina using the. That was Max Perizilla. Yeah, Max is really low and Valentina.
Lot with the management can go for it. But he's playing games better, and he just played well. I know, he just did quite well. Real chance of blade that he was suiciding, and he just suicide out of nowhere, taking the kill, and that is all over. Things have been lost, and the victory has been taken from that team. I guess it's Peekaboo, right?
Yeah, it's Team Peekaboo. Peekaboo was.
It's a bit Peekaboo. Oh. So game, the Team Peekaboo Massacre with the MVP with his Valentina 4-11 KO at 9.3 rating, and in the other hand, Lemon this time with the MVP. Both of this mates had a very good time in the Latam Dome in the 7-4-7 KO with 8.3 rating, which is quite amazing. But Max just came a little bit short, so he suffered a lot, and the KDA is not quite good enough. And EXP laner, he just lagged a little bit. That's not lagged means, the way he just played a little bit, not enough for the team. Even I never seen, the Turisla is a good of sustain, but the Max, the way he just played, he just suffered a lot against the Totoro. Even Totoro killed twice, as I noticed, even in the game. So that's all for this game, and the victory goes to Team Peekaboo 2v1. 2 win from the side of Team Peekaboo and 1 for Team Stats from the side of Team Avengers Nepal. Equal threat to the early game. And that's all for tonight. We are done for today. And today's winner, the second game winners, is Team Peekaboo. So we'll be back tomorrow with lots of more interesting matches. Till then, take care and good night from Custard Desk. Was there all the time. So signing out, Walker. Till then, good night and take care.